Haas team principal Günther Steiner has offered a remarkable lifeline to Sebastian Vettel should he wish to continue his Formula 1 career in 2021. What's up guys, Formula News here, and first up on today's episode, Vettel to Haas is a possibility. After Ferrari opted not to renew Vettel's contract for next season, the four-time F1 champion has seen opportunities disappear at Renault, Red Bull and Racing Point over the past week. While it appears a stretch that Vettel would not want to join a team that's struggling at the back of the grid, Steiner is willing to provide him with a seat. With this championship-winning pedigree, it has come as a surprise to some within the paddock that Vettel has struggled to find a drive for 2021. To Steiner though, it is simply the way the situation has panned out with so few seats available. Haas is one of two Ferrari-powered teams aside of Ferrari themselves, the other being Alfa Romeo Racing, which has effectively become the Ferrari B team. Vettel had also been linked to Alfa Romeo Racing as neither one of the two drivers, Kimi Räikkönen and Antonio Giovinazzi, are under contract for next year. Likewise, neither one of Haas's two drivers, Kevin Magnussen and Romain Grosjean, are under contract for next year, and given the recent clashes that have transpired between the pair, the 2020 season might end up being their final year together. Vettel though is determined to leave Ferrari with his head held high and is willing to see out the year. Next up, Alonso tells Renault to focus on 2022. Starting next year, Fernando Alonso will be back in Formula 1 with the Renault team. According to Cyril Abiteboul, the two-time world champion will focus fully on 2022. After the departure of Daniel Ricciardo at Renault, the team had to look for a worthy replacement. A number of options were available, including the Renault Academy's own junior drivers, but in the end, the French team opted for the veteran Alonso. But Abiteboul says the 38-year-old, in fact, already has his eyes on 2022 when the sweeping new technical rules and car designs will come into effect. With Renault seemingly nowhere in the development race, concentrating on their best opportunity to rebuild the team seems like an excellent idea. With F1 postponing the 2021 regulation changes by 1 year, Renault can afford to gamble on its development plans. 2019 was a disappointing season for the French team. Following a stellar performance in the preceding season, Renault lost out to rival McLaren in the constructors' standings last year. With the 2020 cars bearing a close resemblance to its predecessors, Renault is stuck with a machine that's hardly impressive. Moreover, the homologation restrictions for 2021 also create another challenge for the French team. Despite a few aero changes, next year's F1 cars will be very close to the current ones being used. That leaves Renault with a car which is effectively an iteration of the RS19, a car that is clearly not top midfield tier by any means. As a result, Alonso's advice actually makes sense. Asked about Renault's decision to put a 38-year-old in the car rather than promote one of its junior drivers, Abiteboul says the delayed start to the F2 season forced Renault's hand. Lastly, Toto Wolff on managing Vettel. Sebastian Vettel is looking for a new employer for 2021. The fact that Vettel always does his own negotiations might work against him in this case. Isn't it an option for him to hire a manager in the form of Toto Wolff to assist the negotiations with other teams? Wolff says he did sit down with Sebastian Vettel at the Red Bull Ring this week, but he denies that any role as manager was discussed there. Moreover, Wolff thinks that Vettel can do his own business perfectly well. The Formula 1 2020 season's transfer market took some unexpected changes. The 2021 grid for every team looks very strong. In the meantime, news of Sebastian Vettel and Scuderia Ferrari parting ways garnered the most attention. The four-time world champion and the constructor decided to end their contract in 2020. Ferrari signed Carlos Sainz from McLaren for the upcoming 2021 season. The driver recently said that there is some unfinished business left with the team. The quadruple champion joined the Ferrari from the Red Bull in 2015 season with a contract of 3 years. The contract was extended twice before its termination in 2020. Vettel finished 5th in the final season with Red Bull in 2014 season. His transfer to Scuderia Ferrari was a huge blow in the market. The world was expecting a lot from this agreement. Everybody thought that Vettel was going to fight harder for more world championships. Moving forward, Vettel finished third on the podium on his debut race with Ferrari. He won the very next race in Malaysia, which resulted in his maiden race victory with Ferrari. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff said that Vettel is a title contender for the season at that time, though he ended the season at third place with 3 wins and 13 podiums. Recently, Vettel finished 10th in the first race of the 2020 season at the Austrian Grand Prix. This made the huge controversies about the driver's performance and his relationship with the team. Moving forward, we wish that the 4-time world champion and Ferrari both finish at a higher note in the season with a lot of sparks still left in them mutually. And that's been today's video. If you don't want to miss out on any Formula 1 news, then please hit that like and subscribe button for more top-notch F1 reports and insights. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you have an awesome day, until next time, goodbye.